There was a time when I tried to buy some Bitcoin and I didn't tell my wife. Oh, man, she spanked me so hard, I almost cried. Yes, I did. Now I had to ask my baby, honey, can I buy me some Bitcoin tonight? Get down on my knees and beg, baby, please let me buy my Bitcoin. She said no. Don't. FOMO. You're playing with your emotions. You need to buy low, and it's much too high. But I bought Bitcoin anyway. Welcome to live streaming one. It's a little bit uppity right here. I like it. Get the grind, get the vibe on. Maybe I can learn how to talk. Maybe I have a little fun tonight. Or am I just streaming to myself again? Ooh. It's a Friday night, almost a Saturday morning. Oh, it is Saturday morning here on the eastern side of the country. The great U.S. What used to be the great U.S. CD is in the house. What's up, CD? CD says, yes, Bitcoin has been a bore. Should we be looking at some alts instead? Maybe. Maybe. We need to take a look at that. I believe it's time to get started. See if I can switch these screens. Music's got me feeling kind of funky. Get your groove on. It's Motown. Motown night. How's everybody doing? Or my one person who watches my live stream, CD, my man. Well, look at these altcoins on this hour. Now they're green. Kind of iffy on the day. Earlier today was looking nice, right? AGX went up. That was great. Hex has been going up. I finally got into some Hex. It was falling right at 3 cents. And I thought the last time I passed this up, it went to 30. Not falling for that again. And one of the biggest gainers was Astra. I actually played this one. Actually, the truth is, on one account, I bought way too high, and I had to buy when it was at 5 cents just to bring everything down. But I did buy it about 5 cents on the other account, and it's smoking. And I think this is the chart, right? Had a nice bump today. I did not catch that top though. I did not expect I like the chart, saw this was going to do something, but I didn't expect it to just wick up there like that. Should have had some sell orders set, man. It's all good. It's all good. It's going to come back down to about 8 cents and plan on buying some more. This is kind of a unique project out there. Has to do with KYC. Yeah, something I don't really like, don't really want, but it's like a digital version of ID where they don't need your ID. Because there's a trend where they're trying to KYC your wallets, right? Or they're trying to do their best to get that going through whatever sneaky means that they have. I don't agree with that. But there's a blockchain way to KYC without throwing your information out there. Might be a thing, I don't know. But it was definitely in a pattern that I liked. And I went for it. And man, look at those gains, man. 228%. Crazy. Wild crazy. Even where it is now, still up about 72%. Loves it. Loves it. But this little dude will come down. It's at the 618 now. I think we'll go lower. I think we'll come right around through here. Going to retest this 100. Actually, what I'm looking at is this 21. When we lose this 9 moving average, and here I'm on the 4 hour, expect the 21, that should be right around 8 cents. That's what I'm looking at. But I think, where was it? Seems like it was about 21 cents. What my buy price was. And it may have been added to it to bring it down after, I don't know. I can't remember. But on my MexC account, whatever it is, I just put a little in here at the bottom. It brought me down to a 19-cent average there. That's what I like about MexC. It lets you know what you got into this. It makes it so much easier. Oh, and I could have neutralized that if I just set a limit order, but I didn't. But, however, on KuCoin, ooh, I got in on this bottom. That was doing nice. But still, I didn't set those profit. Those limits there, I could be rolling that over, man. Could be building that back. But there's several, I've noticed there are several coins that are doing this. AGX was one of them that also had this kind of thing going on here. And it had a nice little pump today. I've been snatching that up also. That is also one of my long-term holds. Where you at, Singularity? On KuCoin. Not looking for the long, man. Just looking for the spot. Sit against Bitcoin. You're killing me, man. I'm so graceful with TradingView. Was that so hard? I mean, really. Doing kind of the same type thing that where it broke structure. Come down to just this little loopy loop. Those little rounding bottoms, man. You see those rounding shapes? They usually play out pretty well. So Singularity had a nice little bump up today. I'm on the daily here. It doesn't look as big there. But it's still looking yummy. On the 4 hour, we're getting retested here at the 200 moving average at 30. So expect us to come back down 28. I'm looking for us to come right down, probably about 26 again. Hopefully. Because I got my buy orders stacked all through here just to soak this sucker up again. Because this is one I like to play. And I'm finally starting to build my bags back up. Because I'd sold about 3/4 of my bag. A little too early on most of it. Right there's a trend line. Giving us a little bit of a top out, but if trying to determine where our exact breakout was. And technically we got more touches right there. And this of course was the buy zone that I had on that about 23 cents, 22 to 23, buying in that box. I likes it. So kind of curious about where this guy is going to go, where I can start putting some take profit. at 37 and a little over 37 cents. Let's mark that little guy. Somehow I don't have lines anymore. And guys, let me know if the music is too loud or annoying. We can switch that around a little bit. But for anyone out there dealing with AGIX and taking advantage of the move that we're in, those are some price targets we could look at. Definitely could see it come back at 42 cents to retest this area, this breakout area from this symmetrical triangle that we had. You know, these suckers rarely ever do like a bull flag, like most people try to play them. This is what most people do, and that was, I don't even know when I put that up there. But they like to pretend they're going to break up, and you know, I never see that happen. I usually just see them kind of open up a range. And some people try to put as a breakdown point where their measure moves don't work out, man. You cannot depend on a symmetrical triangle. Don't trust them. They're just like politicians. You got to wait till they break down and they form this little guy, the fallen wedge. Those you can trust. Those are groovy. And me likes it. It's one of my most favorite and most dependable patterns to trade. It's the falling channel and the falling wedge. We are bounced off the bottom. Perfect entry to get in on this pattern, to play it, ride it up to at least the top of the channel. 41, 42 cents. And if you get a pullback back to about 28 cents, catch it up to the top, 40% return. I had some AGIX just sitting there, man. And I'm like, why am I letting it sit there since we're at the bottom and I've ran out of stablecoin? Let's move this over to isolated margin. So I moved some of it over to isolated margin, and now I got a bigger bag of it. I did that with several of my coins. They're just sitting there on my exchange doing nothing. After the tax man came and got all my all my cash. CD says that's all good. So when's the channel going to get to a wedge point? We long. Well, I think you're asking if the channel is going to turn into a wedge. Is that what you're asking? I mean, you could look at this as being a falling wedge right here that we just broke out of. But wedge or channel, they both play out beautiful. Love them both. So if it's going down and it's a wedge or a channel, I'm in it. And just always kind of looking at what's going on, looking for double bottoms or looking for... I like to buy the bottoms of the wedges, man. You can always put a stop... especially if you're like doing leverage and things like that, you can always put a tighter stop loss right there at the bottom. Loves it. So those are some two promising things that I've got going on. Although, when moon, man? When are we going to see the real money? CD says 10-4. CD, what you been buying, man? What you been looking at? Hey, we look at it together. I'm going to take this line off. I don't want people to get the impression that I thought that would actually break out from a symmetrical triangle. Well, that just goes against all my rules. But AGIX was in a parabolic move, down and sideways when we lose that, man. But right now, I think we got a good bottom area there. Let's get these fibs off here so we can actually see the chart. And you know what? Let me go ahead and post this little guy. I need to be posting more charts over to the chart room. And we just copy this little link guy. And we will go to trade setups. Paste that little guy. Oh, I guess I need to put a buy area, right? It was 28 cents. See if we can do that. Where we got? I don't have buy here. Let's do a buy zone. Buy zone. And for take profit, usually put these in red. I don't want to confuse everybody. This was actually a 618. Keep that in yellow. Now we can take a picture of it. CD says, I trade BTC mostly and Forex, USD, Japanese yen. That's my two that I stick with. Cool, man. I've never tried Forex. It seems kind of scary to me. I don't understand what pips are exactly, other than like a percentage point, if I'm not mistaken. But it gets confusing when they start talking pips. Not been doing so well with BTC the last few weeks. Tell me about it. You stop flopping around and just hold for longer periods. Oh, and so sometimes it just gets boring holding. I am mostly holding. The majority of my account is holds, but do have my trading account, or a couple of trading accounts actually. But the biggest majority of all my crypto is in storage. I would say my trading account probably makes up about 10%, and divided among, I don't know, maybe up to 4 different exchanges, or 2 of the same, 2 MexCs and 2 KuCoins. Yeah. All right. Did I take that picture? Cannot remember. I think I did. Seems like it just takes a long time to post these things because I'm slow at it. AGIX. Okay. I'm just going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to put from the live stream. There we go. So let's see, what have I been doing today? I've just been kind of messing around with the group. I've been down in the student chart area over here. Oh, am I in the right spot? Yeah. Hey, well, we got some more people posting over there. Oh, cool. And I've just been tracking Bitcoin because last night I've been watching this 1 minute chart, right? There was a YouTuber on that called a head and shoulders at a bottom. He's done this twice, man. Second time I've seen him do it. Was it here? And so I just started. Oh, this was it. No, that wasn't it. This was it. So this dude was on there. He's talking about a head and shoulders. I'm like, dude, it's a top pattern. You're at the bottom. You don't even have a good neckline there, and it's tilted up. So that's when I started posting the student charts, and I was like, well, it makes more sense to kind of draw it as a falling wedge there, and prices above the 200. Looks like, we got a chance to go up, have a measure move, see if it hits it. It didn't really hit it soon. I think it actually, I said put a stop loss under 200. I think it actually broke through that with all the whipsaw action. Target is eventually hit, but not very smoothly. It's a very weak breakout, and I made a note of that. Right here, I said it's a weak breakout. Weak breakouts, don't expect much, but something better than trying to short a head and shoulders at a bottom. But anyway, was watching that for a while, just kind of predicting what it could do, teaching some of my few tricks, and here technically it hit the level, right? But it also stopped out. I think that would have stopped us out right there under the 200 where we had it. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. With the weak breakout, Your targets may not be hit, so you kind of lower them. This is where Bukowski comes up with like a 61% chance of reaching that level. So lower it. But we were just kind of following that a little bit, and then this happened, and I just mentioned that, you know, when the moving averages bump up like that, you know, it could be good or bad, you know. They'll either have a strong pump to the upside, or we're just going to drop like a rock. And just kind of showing these things as they unfold. And here the 9 was over the 21. We're on the 1 minute, right? It had a chance, had this nice wick. So you know, we got a chance to pump up. But then it decided to break bad. It went the other way. And so just tracking that, said, well, now it's time to pull out a fib and get a target. So we just been doing that. And right now, I'm waiting to see whether this is going to be probably need to get an updated one. Whether we're getting a double bottom here, because it looks like that's possible, or if we're going to come down and hit these targets. I don't know, just playing around. CD, I think you would rock at it, follow the 20 SMA, and that's fun. Okay, on Forex. I might have to try that sometime, because it does look interesting. So just been chilling and watching boring old Bitcoin go sideways today. But that whipsaw action earlier today, that was cool. And that happens every time, man. They come out with an announcement from the Fed. You can almost bank it. I think I mentioned in the chart room last night, we were talking with Chris. I said, yeah, the cool thing would be to look at the range and set some sell orders and set some shorts and set some longs or buys and sells and play that range. Man, this sounds like country. This don't sound like Motown. This sounds like Johnny Cash. No, it doesn't. All right, and let me jump back to Astra. This may be something to put on our radar. Well, I mean, it's already on my radar. But it looked really good when I first found out about it. Except then it started doing all this stuff. But now it's starting to look more interesting, right? With that big pump. Where you at, man? Right here? Yeah, let's go to Coin Market Cap. Just kind of look this one up because it looked kind of interesting. Astra Protocol. Currently at 11 cents. We kind of been hanging out there lately. And this is what it did on the daily. So we just kind of leveled out. So there's a chance. I still think we might get down to about 8 cents on this, but it changed Coin Market Cap and it's a little bit harder to navigate. I guess we can see this over here, but market cap of not 7.4 million there. 24-hour volume trading, 44 million. They've been trading this one hard lately, right? And now it's got a 1 billion total supply, 1 billion maximum supply. So I like that. I don't really like to get into things that are over a billion, and I think a billion's way too dang many. But the deal is, do they not tell us what this does anymore? Yeah, the next generation of compliance, decentralized KYC platform for Web3. That kind of piqued my interest when I started reading about that. It worried me when it dumped like a rock, last week, though. I didn't really like that. Astra's mission is to provide a range of regulatory compliance tools for crypto applications, ensuring that financial compliance standards can be met across the Web3 industry. So that's something we need, and I looked at the website. The team looks legit and everything. It's just piqued my interest. I just, it's a direction that we're headed. I figured I'd give me a little taste. Because you never know. A 1 billion coin, if it takes off, man, this thing could reach anywhere $5, $8, $10. It could go more. So, possible 100x potential here. I wanted some. All-time high was earlier this year. This one has not been out very long. and it got to 50 cents. So being at a nickel to there, where it was earlier this year, 10x, yeah, kind of perked my ears up a little bit. I'm trying to find the website. The website. You should be able to click that, and it should take you there. That's how the internet's supposed to work. CoinMarketCap. It's not taking me anywhere. But you'll take me to the white paper. You won't take me to the website. How dare you? We'll just go to CoinGecko. I bet your link works. Wow. Step up your game, CoinMarketCap. KYC for a Web3 video. I would play that, but not here. I have no idea how this dang thing works. But I do like that they throw their team out there. Unless they're AI generated. You never know these days, right? But they seem legit, trying to do some legit things. And, you know, their partnerships got some decent names on here. Huobi. Just because they're listed there, probably. Need to do a little bit more of a deep dive, but at half a penny, the DGen got me. So I like, and this is on the 4, I like the money flow starting to come up. Let's take a little look on the bigger time frames. Daily is a little exhausted on stochastics. Money, MACD starting to come up to the upside a little bit. Got a breakout of our RSI. That's good. That's where we got the big breakout here. Ichimoku clouds thickening up. So I think just a little retest, if nothing else. Worst case scenario, double bottom scenario, give you a chance to get back in at it's not half a penny, it's a nickel. Get back in at a nickel. But if it'll pump back up to 20 cents, 4x your money real quick. 3x, 4x, whatever it was. My math tells me that that should be a 4, but percentage tells me it's only 3. Thank God you don't have to be a math whiz to do technical analysis. Or I'd be sunk. But this one's just been on my radar, and I've seen, you know, this kind of price action on a few other altcoins, and I swear I cannot remember what they are at the moment, but they appear, this pattern or this formation appears to be set up for some good spikes if you happen to run across it right now. So I think we took a look at Bitcoin basically overall. This is all my 1 minute stuff here. How you doing on the 1 minute? Still can't get above that 382, huh? So the deal is, especially when I'm looking on the 1 minutes and everything, drawing that trend line. And once it breaks that, I'm looking for some downside. And then I got to figure out, well, we caught at the 618, so are we just going to, you know, is this going to be bullish and we just keep going up from there? Or are we going to come down and hit some of these lower targets? Because I got a short in, and I'm hoping for this one down here at 26,714. Right now, my short's at break even, and I may ought to get out of it. Because it's showing some signs here, baby. Bitcoin maybe wanting to do a little something this weekend. Probably more zigzag than anything, but man, I gotta get these charts cleared out so I can see them. But it is the weekend for Bitcoin, and that usually does mean sideways for Bitcoin. Just usually does. Although, I mean, look at this on the 24 minute. I got some rounding here. That I find interesting. So usually, a lot of times you see those whipsaws. Sometimes they, you know, can kind of form a diamond. Kind of idea I'm just kind of playing around with here. Sometimes, just something worth looking at. This looks pretty much level and straight and sideways, but we've established a range here. I think that range is worth marking out. I guess I can always put my fib back on there. But usually, you know, sometimes you can use that whipsaw action to your advantage and just kind of establish those ranges. Even though it may come back down to this range, 26,408 possible. 100 is below the 200, and it is starting to kamikaze dive our moving averages over here on the 24-minute. Now, that's kind of the same situation we were looking at earlier on the 1 minute, just not coming in from the opposite side. So in these situations, what I want to find, usually this is going to come down and just drag everything down with it, or it's going to come down and that 50, if it crosses above it, or any of these cross above it, then we might get a pump up. So that should give us an idea here in a couple of hours on that. I don't like this on the 1 hour. I do not like that the 50 is under the 100 and now is coming to target out this 200. It looks to me, looks to me that this weekend we may see some lower price action, maybe coming back down to the bottom of this whipsaw action range that they gave us today. 26.6, that's in the cards. This point in the game with Bitcoin, I've got it largely on low leverage margin accounts, and I just stack some buy orders down at key levels, just waiting for it to get hit there. Overall, I'm bullish on Bitcoin, and I think there's a good possibility that we could get faked out here and suddenly be driven to the upside. And I say that just because Bitcoin dominance, I mentioned this in the video I did earlier today, but Bitcoin dominance, man, it's showing some strength. Now, we got rejected up here, and possibly, you know, if we continue break down past these levels here, great for altcoins, right? Great for it. But if it keeps going up and we shoot above this red line here, man, Bitcoin is going to steal the show, kind of like it did in 2019, start zooming up, and altcoins are just going to be left behind. So, not bearish on Bitcoin, watching it carefully, trying to trade it as carefully as I can so I don't get burned in case we do get a drop in Bitcoin. But the best thing for Bitcoin to do is go sideways, and for Bitcoin dominance to start coming down as people start getting bored with Bitcoin, which it's easy to do on the weekend and most of the time during the week, and that money starts going into altcoins. And that's where total 2 and total 3 come into play. And total 2 is just, man, it's sideways too, right? Need to break above this area about 576, 583 right there. This white line, need to get above it. It's where we can start looking more hopeful with altcoins. So not going too heavy in altcoins, but man, there's some great deals out there right now, as prices on a lot of these coins have, you know, they're bottoms we haven't seen in a while, right? And see if I can pull up some of these coins to look at tonight. Have a look at some MexC coins here. Because one of my portfolios over there is doing kind of crappy, except for this coin. This one looks interesting. This is Tensor, and I haven't looked at this one in a while. Goes by Tao, T-A-O. And I did a video on this a while back, and it has come down from that video. We were in a falling channel, and it just kept falling. They can do that, but then they break out like it has over the past few days. So I've been adding more through these ranges here to bring my average price down. Because I think I bought one, I think around $60 somewhere through there. And I don't have a lot of these. I'm just dabbling with these. I think I have a little over 3. But this guy got up, you know, is up at $119. It's a pretty cool AI little project, not very well known. It's got a low, I guess we could actually pull it up instead of just me going by memory here. I think it's an interesting project to look at. I've not seen a lot of it. A lot of people talk about it though. It's one of the MexC coins, TAO. BitTensor. So 21 million, just like Bitcoin. That was what kind of caught my eye the first time I saw it. Total supply is 3.4 million. Market cap, look at this, 442,000 for 21 million in the AI sector, with just a total supply of 3.4 million out there. And there it was last March, around $100, and just gradually fell until just a few days ago, about 4 days ago, and it decided to say, hey, that's enough, man. It's time to go up. All-time low was just a few days ago at $30. I wish I'd bought more. I think I got some there about 38. Yeah, I'm still not in profit on my overall bag. So it's an open source protocol that utilizes blockchain technology to create a decentralized machine learning network. Network embraces machine learning models to train collaboratively and to be rewarded in tau according to the informational value that they offer the collective. Additionally, BitTensor Tau grants external access to users, allowing them to extract information from the network while tuning its activities to meet their needs. The ultimate vision of BitTensor is to create a market for artificial intelligence. That is also what Singularity.net is doing. It's really just a artificial intelligence marketplace, allowing producers and consumers of this commodity to interact in a trustless, open, and transparent context. They just say they provide a novel strategy for developing and distributing artificial intelligence technology, providing open access and ownership. Oh, this is getting boring to read. Website was kind of cool. Has a lot more information on it. It's just one that is on my radar that I wanted to get a taste of it, you know? Satisfy that little degen. You never know what's going to make it. And I want my taste. There we are, BitTensor. Yeah, you're hurting my eyes, BitTensor. We gotta scroll down here, baby. So create a wallet, huh? May have to look into doing that, just so I have a place to move this stuff off and see if I can get it to work for me. Coming soon. Okay, so all this stuff is not active yet. Not crazy about that. 557 days running, 37.99 active keys. You got a wallet, right? Okay. So I've glanced at this, but I really need to, because it does all this stuff though. This is what I thought technical analysis was like. This is what I thought it was. It's not. This is why I stayed away, because every time I saw somebody explaining technical analysis, I saw this stuff. Really, it's just like drawing channels around water. But Tau, just something to put on the radar, something I've been looking at there. Hey, Strega Heart's in the house. What's up, Strega? I'm waiting for Turbo's Finance. Waiting for Turbos to drop further. I'm not even familiar with that, so you know what that means. We got to find out. I wouldn't have known about BitTensor, but somebody requested that I look at it. And I was talking about Astra earlier because it had a nice little pump today that I was on the right side of for a change. Let's see if we can find that Turbos. Learn how to spell. There we are, turbos. Holy crap, man. How many coins you got? 10 billion? Woo. Total supply, 10 billion maximum supply. Three-tenths of a penny. Circulating supply. That's what I want to know. What? Did I lose CoinGecko? CoinGecko, man. What did you do? What is this? Let's see if we can bring up CoinGecko. Turbo Finance, Turbos. Okay, there we are. And it doesn't tell me anything either. Well, at least CoinMarketCap gives me the 10 billion that it has. Okay, typical bear market crap. Oh, this is all this year. Okay, so it's May we've done all this. Okay. And it was up to 0.6 of a cent. So it was double. It's down 50%. And where you been traded at? Probably MexC, I'm guessing. Man, I gotta get used to CoinMarketCap and their new setup. KuCoin, Gate, and Bybit. Okay. Turbos. So, Strigahart, how did you learn about turbos? This thing has been out for about a week. Did the first listing explosion? Man, I gotta ask myself, who's buying all this when it first comes out? Who is it saying, oh, let me buy it at here. Let me buy it here. Let me buy it here. Because if you've been in the game, you know that first day is the worst day to buy. So you're waiting for this to drop, right? Oh, Striga says the good old dartboard trick. Oh, that's a good answer. I like that. Well, it looks like it could be doing a double bottom here. Where was that? About 3.2 all the way down to... Oh, let's just read what the candle says. Candle says low was 0.00315 was the lowest low. And you're hoping it'll drop. I mean, at this point, what's a few fraction of pennies between friends, you know? Looks like it could double bottom here, though. I like it. It's the outskirts of that pattern. I like to draw them from the candle bodies, which kind of brings us back to the same spot. So, that's kind of broadening there if I draw it that way. Well, I like that. It does have enough touches for this to be valid. This is a downward megaphone, more like a... It's more channel-like, though. So if you play it as a downward megaphone, this could be your partial decline, meaning that it's finding a double bottom here on the 1 hour. May not make it down to here to do a double bottom. Just talking, it could easily come down here for a double bottom. But if we're doing an actual partial decline for this pattern, hey, there's a little hopium there. If I tighten this up just a little bit without cutting into a candle, it's more of a channel. Okay, it's a yeah, I like that better. So same situation though. It could double bottom here or come back down to the bottom of the channel and do a bigger double bottom. That makes a little bit more sense to me. It really does. don't have enough information to work with here on the bigger time frames. 4-hour prices underneath the 9, which is bearish. Not even close to crossing over the 21, bearish. Riding under it on the 1 hour. I think we're just going to have to come down to the 15-minute. That looks nice. It looks like this is going to stick. Could be making a double bottom there. Got to see how these moving averages do. Could at least get up to the 200, right? But the measure move, just from that channel, and just guessing it's going to take us that long to get over here. What? So that's about what, 25% return? The cool thing about these little bitty tiny coins is that it doesn't take much to move them, and yeah, the returns are kind of nice. You get in at the right places, right? 20% return. I told you I was bad at math, didn't I? And also the target back at the top of the channel. Which would be 37%. Looks interesting. So if it does do this double bottom scenario, like a bigger double bottom, that would give a nice little measured move. So 0.7% or of a cent, you know, could be in the works if it plays out that way. And from the double bottom to there would be 117%. So brand new coin, huh? Cool. What we got here? I like that too. That's even kind of groovier. Oh, now you're starting to get into some symmetrical kind of triangle vibes. Don't like that. Doesn't mean that's what it's doing though. Ooh. So it could be. I mean, actually, yeah, I would put a lot of faith into this. Price usually is in channels, and we get some of these little triangles and things like that when we're dividing up those channels. And this could actually be bottom there. It could be a fake out. Do have 2 touches there, even though it comes through. But still, we're looking at that partial decline idea where, you know, it's got a better chance of breaking out of this pattern here. 64% chance to break up anyway. So it's actually looking good to me from what I'm seeing here, just on price action. So whether this is a double bottom or it's going to make the bigger double bottom. Now the measure move from this, well, it's the same as what we had there for the double bottom scenario. No, it's not. Dummy. You got to move the measure move over here. Same measure, just break out in a different place, taking us to 5.5. How do you say this? 5.6 of a penny. So what would that be from where we are? Say if someone like me just kind of FOMO'd in right here. 62%. 61%, 60%. Oh, it's 60. I like it. Got any confluence? Oh, yeah, got some confluence with that 127. You know how I like that 127. Woohoo! That 618's coming at a 4.5. That's always a good target if you're just trading. It looks interesting, Strega. It's been dripping. Bob won't dip anymore either. You know, I do not have any Bob, but I know it's been a hot one. Ooh, Bob has not been around that long, has it? At least not on MexC. Well, MexC would probably have it before anybody else would. Ooh, look at that. How many coins does Bob have? Is Bob one of those 50 trillion coins? Well, if so, it may drop. Here, Bob. Is it the Peppy Bob? What's her price there? 7.1. Yeah, it looks like it is. Jeez. Yep. What did I guess? Did I guess right? Did I say 700 trillion? I can't remember, but that's a lot. But they're saying they're all out there? Is that right? 100% in circulation? Self-reported. Now that might be interesting if they're all out there. But if somebody's sitting on the big fat wallet of them waiting to dump, that's not cool. Hey, have you put this thing on Token Sniffer yet? If you toke, I want to sniff. I'm just saying. Bob, how does Bob rate? 80 out of 100. Hey, look at that. I'm surprised. CD says that does look juicy. Strigahart, these saxophone patterns. Saxophone patterns. That's interesting. I'll take a closer look at that. That might be a good way to describe something. Wow. Okay, so Bob may be a legit meme coin. Poor meme coin. It's a lot better than some of the other ones I've seen. My gosh. Saxophone pattern. How about this kind of... Yeah, that's probably a good way to look at that. That's what Astro had, is that little hook. And I kind of like that because I used to play saxophone. I don't think I would have the breath to play sax anymore. We'd like to have one of those electronic ones though. Well, Rising Channel has got a chance to come back down here at some point. But right now, it kind of looks like it wants to go somewhere. Oh God. Somebody in this household's probably going to have some Bob before long, because sometimes, you know, is it bad being a degen? I mean, really. If you can responsibly degen, if there is such a thing. I've got so many $50 and $100 bags out there, and even $25 bags of some of these things in my degen accounts. Well, on the 4 hour, it looks strong as long as we're above that non-moving average, man. That's a good sign. That's the run up moving average right there. Because when you're on a run, you're going to stay above it. And it's looking like it wants to run. How far can we go here to get some data? Man, even the 12 hour, you got the 9 cross the 21 there, and still above it. Still above on the daily even. Above that non-moving average. It looks... Oh, somebody's going to FOMO into this one, aren't we? 45 minute. Oh, that looks good, man. This thing looks like it's strong. Actually, I like this 45 minute chart. Money flow starting to come up to the upside. It's getting a little tired. I mean, it'll do some sideways. Play around with the 9 and 21 probably. But it looks like on every time frame it's above the non-moving average, man. When do you ever see that? Money flow is getting in the green here. That's always a good sign. No matter what the other indicators are saying, if the money flow is in the green and going up, I don't care if the stochastics are at the top or what. Money flow money flow moves that market. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, well, let's get some price targets here. And top of the channel, obviously, and that's coming in at whatever, 4 zeros and a 9.6, something like that. Found a bounce at the 618. Just got to get above the 382 there. My targets come in right at the, fib targets come in right at the top of that channel too. 4 zeros and 9.1, 4 zeros and 9.565. You just never know. That is true. You just never know. I wish I was early on Pepe. Because I remember those low prices and I was like, no, it's a meme coin. I'm not going to mess with meme coins. Yeah. It was the funnest thing to trade on the market for a while. I like that. I didn't think that I would be interested in Bob, but Bob actually has a pretty interesting chart. So is there a good buy in? I mean, you're just not going to get as strong as it's going, man. You're just not going to get much of a chance to get it any cheaper. You can target the 200, but eventually it will touch that 200, but or dip below. But man, when's it going to do it? So in this one, we're getting rejected up there at the 618, double top. There's no bearish divergence there or anything. So let's mark this little guy right there. 0.000066 as a possible buy. Send this guy over to the little Telegram group. That looks interesting. Man, I'm on the 15-minute. Well, considering how little this one has been out. Appreciate you bringing that up, Strega. I've glanced at this just briefly, but I'm not charted it. And it looks good. Kind of hoping Swiftcoin would chill out and go back to 10 or 11. Pepe was gated by those damn gas fees. Well, I mean, I liked it on MexC though. When I found out it was on MexC, I thought, well, I can handle that. So I like that MexC is getting a lot of these little coins. I'm just wondering when the government's just going to go after them and close them down for doing it. Or kick us all off. Oh, because that sucks, man. I hate losing an exchange because they can't serve U.S. citizens anymore. Binance was, that was working so good, and then I got kicked off 2 or 3 times. Even getting a VPN, they somehow they got some way to figure that out. I don't know. They did. And then you have to sell everything, and then it's just a pain, man. Very inconvenient. Screws up your trades. So I highly recommend that you have a couple of different exchanges. This is a great time for me to bring up the links in my description there. Because this channel's got to make some kind of money somehow. It has not made a penny yet. But I do actually have a KuCoin actual referral on their affiliate. They accepted me and they sent me a report saying, oh, you've got nothing. But anybody that wants to open up an account, if you use the links, that'd be greatly appreciated. Don't even have to use it right now. Just keep it as a backup or something. But Bob, right here on the 1 hour. Oh, it was the 1 hour. It wasn't above. Well, no, it was technically, it was above the 9. But that 9's getting ready to cross bullishly over that 21 on the 1 hour. That's a good sign. Man, the moving averages look beautiful, man. They're just stacked up, ready to go. I like that. All right, let me quit talking and let me grab that link. And this is student charts here. I gotta go to trade setups. And this is Bob. What happened there? Don't do that. Bob, 1 hour. Put me likey. I'll endorse that one. It looks good. Can't believe I'm saying that. Who does? They don't want you to make the moolah. All right, Strega, you said Swift, right? I think I got the right one here. Okay, I have charted it, looks like. I think we've been taking a look at this on the live streams of late. Oh, got a breakout. It's got volume behind it too, right? Let me move that line. Yeah, it's got volume behind it, and then it did a retest. This is on the daily. I am not in this. Money flow starting to curve around a little bit. VWAP's coming down. Oh, that's weird. Look at that. Ichimoku cloud red spiking to the upside. Can't say that I see that very often at all. And what that means, I can't tell you. Usually I see green like that, and it's a good sign. On the daily, the 9 has just crossed that 200 and 100. The 100's laying right on. This is good. The early stages of good. So this is still a good chance to get in or maybe add just a little bit. I mean, from the retest to where it is now, 18%. I mean, not buying the bottom of the retest, but it did retest, bounced up, and looks like it wants to keep going. Let's see what our 4 hour looks like. Okay, it's working on getting above that 9. Moving averages look good, except for this one. I don't like that. That the 100 is below the 200 now. If it crosses over that, that's hot. But if it kind of just lingers underneath it, and it's going to have to take another good move to kind of get it to bump up. But this could signal that it'll kind of go sideways a little bit before it, gets another bump up. So there might be a chance. So if it gets rejected here, it'll come down, test the 21, and then maybe test the 50. So 0.00114 in that area might be a place to buy. So it could drop about another 10% there. Possible. Although 4 hours got a green dot there. We use the Jason Casper trick. 4 hour, you get a green dot, go to the 24 minute, and then buy on the next green dot that comes up. I need to see how long we've been in that 4 hour. Oh, we've been in it just 1 hour. And this 24 minutes just got started. I bet it's likely to make a green dot up here on the top of the wave somewhere. Even averages look good on 24 minute. I mean, it looks like they're getting ready to do something good. We still got to see them stack up in order, but seeing that 9 aiming toward that 100, that's a good leading indicator that we can get some up price. Interesting. Some of these altcoins are looking very interesting. So we had a measure move. I think it's from this channel. And then this would be a 127. That would be a 141. And that should be a 1618. So there's confluence there with that measured move. So 0.0021, 0.0022, 0.0023. Double your money and then some. That was good, man. Just gotta be patient and wait on it. Easier said than done a lot of times. Especially if you watch them on the 1 minute chart, like I do when I'm bored. I only do the 1 minute when I'm in a perpetual. It is the only way that I will trade perpetuals is with the 1 minute chart, because I want to be on top of it. Swift, it looks so good. So I got 2 measured moves there. I got another one come. Where did this one come from? Oh, right. Because I can't see that because it's white. Let's make it orange. Ascending triangle, or that's where that came from. So that's possible too. That's valid. It's a valid pattern too, just as much as this falling channel is. So 2 different measured moves there. And that's what, 200, it's almost a 3x there, man. Awesome. And I ain't got none. I feel left out. I don't like feeling left out, man. I'd buy stuff if I had some stable coin, but I don't think I do anymore. Or it's all, we have to go through and change some limit orders or something and FOMO in before we get, it's not FOMO in, it's buying the retest actually. So buying the retest with some FOMO. It looks good. Okay, so let's throw that out there too on trade setups. And this is on the 8 hour. Okay, posted a lot of charts. I mean, a lot from some other groups too. I've got a, well, I thought today was this is the 19th. Today's the 20th. Okay, maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm thinking about yesterday. Yesterday there were a lot of charts posted from some other groups. Maybe not. Felt like there was. Must be dreaming again. All right, guys, it is now 1 o'clock. Oh, where do I add the referral code? I have no idea, but you can click the link. It should take you right there. Sorry, I didn't see that. I don't know which one you're using, but you definitely can click the links or copy and paste the link. I don't know. Let's see what happens. Assuming KuCoin. If it's KuCoin, it's right there, and it will. So if you're on the sign up, even without the link, you should be able to do the referral code right there. And MexC. I need to know this stuff too. MexC also has that same, should have that same thing. I mean, I did use the referral code link. If you just go straight to the side, I don't know. Man, they look so much cooler than KuCoin. Okay, so yeah. So RB1NBZB is my KuCoin code, and 1ZDX small case R for MexC. I think I'm gonna call it for tonight. Thanks for the trade ideas. Peace out. Oh, you're probably already gone. I appreciate you being here, CD. If I already missed you, I've been a little slow in the chat there. Straight, already got KuCoin. Didn't know if I could add. Oh, no, it'd have to be setting up a new one. I don't think you can add it onto an existing one. But if you ever do, I would appreciate it. If not, no big deal. But it is a good idea to have a couple of different just spare accounts, no KYC, because MexC and KuCoin, you don't have to KYC. You're a little bit limited, you know, you can't bring out more than 1 Bitcoin a day or something crazy like that. Oh gosh, I hate it when I can't get more than 1 Bitcoin out each day. I wish I had that problem. But guys, I appreciate you for being here, being patient with me, and just hanging out with me tonight. And I think I'm going to call it. But thanks for suggesting these coins to take a look at. They look a lot of them look beautiful, man. But thanks for joining me. And until next time. Oh man, I missed my chance. Would it still apply? It's for when they pump, baby. It's for when they pump. All right. You guys take care. Appreciate you for being here. Straight was here, still here. Thanks for the live. Appreciate you, Strega. Woohoo! I want to do the rocket ship one more time.